Hey, y'all remember the water boys in Atlanta? Remember we did a video about them sitting at the intersections, you know what I'm saying, selling water. And you got these people who, for some reason, will hand them their phone and they thinking they putting a number in and Cash App. Think they put a number in so they can send like a couple of dollars. And next thing you know, they don't send like hundreds and maybe even $1,000 over to them boys, and them boys take off running. You know, this is like a while back. Like this story like a few months ago. And I think it even happened like a couple years ago. But anyway, they're still doing well, not the ones in Atlanta. This is in a whole other city now. But this ain't the water. These guys are doing, these little boys are doing dope fiend jobs now. They out there squeegeeing windows. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
In the meantime, squeegees have returned to a busy Baltimore intersection, and one driver says they have brought back a popular scam. In social media post that has now gone viral, Shanae Platter explains how she lost $900 in just seconds. Fox 25's Rebecca Pryor joins us live to share her story tonight. Rebecca.
And Mary, we're here at that intersection now where a police officer was stationed for the better half of the afternoon, but now he's gone. And take a look. There are two groups of squeegee kids back weaving in and out of cars, trying to, wash windshields for cash.
So they know they're doing something wrong. Shoot, man, I remember, shoot, even now. Well, it's been a while. But, I remember riding through the hood and under the, be under the bridge or something. And I don't know, be a dope fiend or a homeless person, come running out to your window, start spraying it, you know what I'm saying, clean it off. And you gotta like let the window down, the customer, man. I said, man, get up off my car, man. You know what I'm saying? They get out, they don't really get upset, they just look at you and just, you know what I'm saying, just mosey on off. Cause like I say, they high as a kite or going through withdrawal or something like that. But sometimes you give them money if they do a good job. If you got a couple of dollars, you can say, I ain't got no money, man. I ain't got no money, and whatever, and they'll keep going. But then, like, if you got a couple of dollars, you give them to them, you keep it moving. But like a lot of times, you gotta like chase them off because like, man, I don't need that stuff done, But like I say, it used to be dope fiends and homeless people, but now it's just kids say, hey, I'm gonna go out here and hustle too. But hey, shoot, one of the sayings I have that I've heard other people say, heard somebody else say it before, is that you can't make money every day. They say, but a dope fiend is gonna make $20 a day. And you gonna tell me that a dope fiend is gonna out hustle you? Like, really? Come on now. Let's be real.
Not only is it illegal for them to be here at all, we know that panhandling in the street, it is illegal. But this Baltimore mother, she says that she tried to help them, and instead her act of kindness cost her $900.
So what they're doing is illegal. Is it illegal to give it to them? 'Cause I know it's illegal for them to do it. So I would think if it's illegal, like to sell drugs, I guess it would be illegal to buy them too. So basically, you doing something against the law. They doing something against the law, and who you think is gonna really come help you? Because you know better. Amazing.
Posted at the corner of MLK and Washington Boulevard, a police
Martin Luther King, that's in the hood.
officer watching closely as a group of young men armed with squeegees crossed the street. A once common sight, now mostly faded from the city's major intersections. This time, they keep walking. But last week,
I had to come on here and share this story. It has been troubling me since it happened on Sunday.
Shanae Plater's taking to TikTok in a post that's now received over 10,000 likes, saying she learned the hard way why the city cleared them from the streets.
And I thought that, okay, well, maybe they're back, but I haven't heard the stories about the scam. I haven't. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
After allowing one of them to clean her windshield, she wanted to thank him, but didn't have cash. That's when Plater says he suggested sending funds through the mobile payment service Cash App.
And he was like, I can put my number in. And unfortunately, I gave him my phone. When I put my PIN in, it said, you have sent $900. And I said, you sent $900? Why did you do that? And he said, you did that.
Fearing for the safety of her young children.
And took off running.
In the back seat, she didn't chase after him. Instead, she called 911
But by the time officers arrived,
And it was like he literally disappeared into thin air.
along with her money.
Yesterday, I got a message from Cash App. They can't prove it was a scam.
That's one thing I hate about Cash App, which is why I said, man, I'm getting away from Cash App. I don't like to do uh transactions through Cash App. I rather do it through Zelle, through my bank. Because with Cash App, I remember it was one time I sent somebody some money one time and it was the wrong person because they think they had like the same name. But luckily, it was somebody I had, and it wasn't nobody I had talked to in like years. It was just that their phone number was still on my phone. I think I had somebody I went to school with. And like I said, I just number was still on my phone. So when I typed it in, I forgot, so I had this person's number and I just automatically sent the money and then turn around thinking like, wait a minute. I'm saying, like, did you get it? Said, no, and I looked again. I said, yeah, I thought I sent it. And I looked, I said, oh man, I sent it to the wrong person. And so I reached out to the person that I sent it to and said, hey, I sent it to you on that thing. You mind sending it back? If somebody else with the same name. And they're like, yeah, of course. And they sent it back to me. So I was lucky with that. And it was even one time I was sending money to a lady who did her and I was given the wrong number. And luckily the number was not a real number. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the thing is, I've heard a lot of times where people use Cash App but there's no way to go through Cash App to say that this was a fraudulent charge because they can't prove it. Now, the transaction will stay on your phone forever, stay in your app forever, but you can't really do anything to get your money back, which is why, and then they charge fees. And then, they might lose your money. Somebody can hack accounts and take your money. That's why I say I don't like it. And if I do, it'd be like for something small. If somebody wants some big money, you know what I'm saying? Kids, a wife, or whoever else. No, we're not doing cash. We're going through Zelle or come by and get the money, or I come take you the money. But other than that, I try to stay away from Cash App, man. It's been around too long for it to still have the issues that it's having. You see what I'm saying?
I have 4 children. I work every day. I'm in college. I'm in grad school. I have to pay out of pocket to go to school. I can recover. I will, but it hurts.
Grad school in nursing. She must be trying to get like a practitioner license or something. Got 4 kids working. So she make a little money. Maybe I don't know if she married or not, but she make a little money, got 4 kids and paying for school, college too. And she got $900 in her account. She said, she's gonna get over, she'll get through it. Yeah, she making a little money, so she been trying to make a little more money. That's cool.
BPD confirming they're investigating the incident, but so far, no arrests have been made.
Okay.
In the meantime, Plater says she doesn't want sympathy, just for others to avoid making the same mistake.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else. If I can prevent this from happening, I don't mind sharing my story.
Dang, her waves tighter than mine. I tell you, I get on nerves. Edge up ain't over still. Man, come on. Dang it.
Will you stop again for squeegee workers in the future?
Not anytime soon. I can't. I just
Not anytime sooner or later. Hell no.
can't. I can't risk my life. I can't risk my family's life. It's just not worth it.
And seeing they mess it up for people who are actually out there trying to raise money, which is why for real causes, which is why, like, I know, like the city I live in, little town I live in, is Craig got a sign that's saying, panhandling is illegal. It's sitting right there at the stoplight by the bridge, at the red light by the bridge. And you still have people sitting right under that sign with a sign asking for money, like they can't read. Crazy. But then there was another town where I went to one town, they said that it was, that you do not have to say it's okay to say no to panhandling. So it don't really say that you shouldn't do it or can't do it. It's just saying, hey, it's okay to say no. So it's crazy. But nah, I don't give people money on the side of the road, showing the hell don't. This stuff been going on forever, man. You see these 2020 shows where a dude would sit there and I remember it used to be dude would sit there and get all his money and he run at the end of this shift, he go around the corner and this cat jump in a Mercedes Benz. This is like real life stories. When I used to stay in the Grove back in the day, growing up, used to be a woman sit out there in a moo sitting on a crate every day, sitting there begging for money. It was to the point of one day I saw like she had money just falling out of her pocket. I'm like, dang, she here every day making tens, not even hundreds of dollars every day. This woman gotta have money somewhere. This woman gotta have a little stack, like for real. So it's like after a while you stop giving it because it's like, man, okay, you begging for money, but you out here for years or months or years. By now you should have save enough money to get you a nice little hotel, get you a nice some clothes, get into school, or clean yourself up and go get you a job. Forget all that.
Now you can see we're back out at that intersection. There is a police officer who has pulled up. He pulled up on the other side of the street and he appeared to say something to one of the Squeegee kids. That group of kids on the other side of the intersection, they have walked off, although they are still lingering around here. Now, again, this cop is sitting at this stoplight. I'm sure he sees the other group of Squeegee kids. We're not sure if he is planning on saying anything to them or not, but it appears that they are still in traffic doing what they were doing before he arrived. This certainly was a crime that we have reported on in the past when Squeegee kids were more prevalent in this city. But so far this year, BPD says that they have only recorded one other money transfer scam involving Squeegee kids. We will keep an eye on this intersection and have an update for you at 5 on whether or not they stay here or not. Reporting live in Pigtown, Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
Well, first it was a candy scam. Then you saw the water boys in Atlanta. And I ain't talking about Squeegee kids. It probably wouldn't be so bad and too much of a problem if people weren't trying to scam people. If stores didn't come out of that, or people scamming people. Like, seriously. Like to say she got taken for $900. Like a report on the store where dudes got hundreds, even like $1,500 taken from them just by handing somebody phone. First of all, never hand nobody your phone. Never let your window down that far. It usually be women. Sometimes it's a guy, but like if I would do something like this, you know what I'm saying? You crack the window. You say, how much I owe you? What number? What's the number I'm saying? They say, no, hand me your phone. Be like, no, player. Either tell me the number or I'm out of here. If they can't do it, you need to hurry up. When the light turn green, I'm out of here. If they want the little $2, $3, they gonna $5. Yeah, they'll comply. But if not, you just keep it moving. But nah, I never get to the point because no, what was it? Them folks like stealing folks' phone, like they uh windows down. They taking phones and reaching in and taking laptops and all kind of stuff. No, man, you don't put you keep that barrier between you and people you don't know, especially when they can take out running and you stuck in traffic. Nah, I wouldn't do that. But no, hey, these kids need youth programs brought back into the school. These kids needs parents that watch them. I got no problem with you going to a Sam's Club or Costco, buying candy in bulk, and then going somewhere and just selling, going to school selling candy or buying water in bulk and selling water. Because I used to say the same thing, like, man, you know what? You probably make a good killing going downtown Dallas in the summer and just set up a cooler or going to and just selling water, or going to like these sporting events that be outside and sit in the parking lot and sell water for like $1 a bottle, and you paying $5, $6 a case for 22, 36 bottles, and you selling each bottle for $1.50, $2 maybe, depending on where you're at. You can make a nice little piece of change in a matter of hours. You know what I'm saying? Just grow your hustle until you can get like a legitimate business or use that money for whatever you want to get. But hey, when you got people like this who scam people out, now nobody wants to help people. It's only going to make the world worse. Anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world else here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.